Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Biking Roots to Texas, to our channel. Today, we're going to do some upgrades on my bike that I got. And while it's a super fun bike, you don't really need to do much in stock form. I like to do some upgrades, and I had some spare parts, and so I kind of bought the bike in the build that I did with that in mind. So yeah, let's talk about it. All right, so I'm not going to go over the specs and features of the Spur in this video because I'm going to do some upgrades and then we're going to go ride it for the first time. So let's talk about what I'm going to upgrade and why I'm doing it. So one of the reasons I went with super good price on sale in the NX build, and then I thought, well, I don't necessarily like the drivetrain. It's heavy with the NX derailleur and the heavier cassette with the Shimano driver. So in order to change to the GX, which the GX, I had this that was like used once or twice, and this is a lot lighter. This is like 450 grams versus I think close to 700 grams. So a lot lighter, get a little bit more range. Not that I need it, but whatever, I had it. Cranks aren't going to be like super heavy, but this ring is heavier. I had these X01 carbon cranks from my last bike, so I'm going to put those on. And then for the brakes, I recently had these on my bikes, these cool Lewis LH brakes, which are pretty sweet. They're like a cross between Trick Stuff and like Hope. And I really liked them on the last bike. I've had them for a couple months now. I haven't talked about them really. These are going on. I had a 200 and a 180. For this bike, 200's overkill up front, so I have a 180 that's coming hopefully today because I need to put it on. But yeah, so I'm going to change that because I like the brake with the HS2 thicker rotor and lots of stopping power. And then for my wheels, so these are the Spinergy MXX30, and these I've had for a while. I haven't really talked about them too much on the channel that I remember. These are pretty cool. I actually just busted them. One of the spokes came loose, and then it went flying into my derailleur. As you can see, that's broken. The spoke, my fiber spoke, was stuck inside there. Well, that sucks. That's expensive. And now my bike is broken. And so anyway, they warrantied it. They actually gave me new hoops too. So these just came back and I haven't put them on, so they are going on this bike. So not the lightest carbon wheels. So if you've heard of like bird spokes, they're a fiber, they're not metal, so they're lighter and yet stronger, and I can attest to the strength. All right, so I'm going to take these off. I'm going to just resell the G2s. NX shifter's going away to go with axis, which I busted my axis with the spoke. So sorry, my wife, I'm actually stealing her axis kit, so she's okay with it. I asked her ahead of time. She didn't really care that she had wireless. We kind of put this on to sell the bike, then we ended up not selling it, and so anyway, so yeah. Looks like the battery's dead anyway, so it doesn't get ridden as much. Anyway, axis is going on my bike, which reminds me I better charge this battery. The con of having axis, obviously. All right, so other than that, I think it's going to stay. I put these Chromag synth pedals on. I haven't tried them, so I'm going to try them out. They look pretty grippy and fine. As far as the cockpit, I may go carbon up here. I haven't decided yet. May keep the stem, but yeah, to save some weight and try some carbon bars, I may do that. Tires are going to stay, the dissectors. All right, so I've got a lot of work to do before the guys come, and well, actually, I'm going to have the guys do some of this. Hopefully my rotor comes today. If not, this may get delayed, but anyway, that's the plan. All right, so we got the Spur in the operating room here, so I think we'll start with the wheels, or at least get them off, and then move towards the brakes and then the cranks. Got my tire pressure monitor thing that I'm testing for a friend. Now we just need to throw this GX cassette on there. All right, so I had this GX cassette that barely used, as I mentioned earlier. So we'll get this mounted on here and then add on my rotor and throw on the tire. All right, so I have the wheels off of the Spur in the process of transferring these guys over from the old. This sucker feels pretty heavy. I am going to steal the tire, but everything else here is going to stay. I got to do cranks. I'm going to remove these cranks, leave the bottom bracket, remove the derailleur and the cable, and then remove the brake. And because of Transition's design, I won't even have to disconnect anything, which is cool. Usually with internal, you always have to like cut the cable and then put in a new Stealth-O-Majig or Barb and Olive, depending on your brake brand. With this, I'm going to be able to leave it completely sealed, which is cool. All right, now I can resell this brand new NX derailleur. And this is not UDH, so I will need to order one of these hangers just to have as a backup. That comes out nice and easy. Good design, Transition. All right, and we have Matchmaker here, so I'm going to remove this guy. Okay, so shifter is gone. And my old Axis controller with I like this one over the stock one personally. Some people prefer the other one. All right, we can adjust that later. I think I may change the grips. I took off the clamp off this because I thought I was doing Matchmaker, but I forgot I'm changing the brake, and the new brakes are not Matchmaker, so I got to take this off again. Okay. All right, so brakes are off. It's looking pretty bare, almost like I'm starting from scratch, but I made a mistake. I forgot to loosen this before I took the wheels off and pedals, and these suckers are really hard to get off sometimes. So yeah, I'm gonna need some more leverage. I'm gonna have to put the pedals back on to get enough leverage to get this sucker loose. Doesn't want to budge right now. All right, got the Lewis brakes roughly installed here. Not sure on the silver line for this, but the silver braided line. We'll adjust them in a sec. I'll have to cut both of these. Good thing is on these, you don't need a Barb and Olive. You can just cut them to length and reinstall them, which is cool. So I will do that in a little bit. All right, Jared helped me and we finally got the crank off without putting the wheels on. So now I can put on the carbon cranks. All right, finished with the upgrades and the build. So have the new Spinergy wheels on here. The carbon with the fiber spokes, GX cassette with Axis. We have EXO carbon cranks and XX1 chain. I've brought the grips over from my old bike. I like these Elite Pros a little bit better. Lewis brakes are installed. I was worried how they'd look with the silver hoses, but I think it looks good. Yeah, Lewis makes some silver brake adapters I think would look good. And back here, the rear brake. So I just weighed the Spur. Didn't lose as much as I'd hoped. I think lighter carbon wheels, lighter fork, some other stuff could get you into, the 25, 27 pound range. Right now, I think I'm a little over 28 without pedals. So took off maybe about 2 pounds. I still think it's going to be a very fun bike, sub 30 pounds. So next step is to go take it for a spin and then take it out to the trail. All right, so today's the day. It's been super rainy in Houston, so I haven't been able to take out the new bike, but going to be able to ride it today at Cypress Creek. Waiting on Jared, maybe some other people, and we'll see how it goes. All right, inaugural run. You ready?
I'm following you.
No, I'm following you. I don't know where I'm going. Hopefully whoever built this bike set it up right. Following Hawaii guy here. Whew. Feels good. Fast. I put the power down. Look at these single speeders.
There's a hole in the ground up here, be careful.
There's a hole in the ground?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Oh gosh, there is a hole. Hello. Big hole. Yeah, I like the new upgrades you did to the trail. Decided to put a hole in random spots. All right, there goes Jared. Yeah. Dang, you trying to do me dirty on that hill.
Woo!
That's Jared's hill.
You go ride it and make it up.
Make it up this? Yeah. Oh geez, messed up my jump. Oh geez, they're going fast. Come on, Spur. Woo! Oh, my legs can keep up with these single speeders. Jared's going all the way. All the way on the road. Car's coming. Woo! It's loose. Oh. All right, guys, taking a quick breather. I totally forgot one important thing in Southeast Texas, and that is bug spray. Yeah, I was so excited about the new bike and I forgot to spray up, which here is pretty much a death wish. So I'm getting eaten alive. So some quick thoughts on my Spur. Oh my goodness. Like, I'm not just saying because I just bought it and I sell them, and maybe it's because I also, one of the last bikes I rode was my 1998 GT, but it feels really good. Even Cypress Creek, which is a little bit rowdier for some of the Houston trails, just real rooty and stuff, where a bigger bike can help you with all the routes, be a little bit smoother. There's a couple parts that are a little choppy, but otherwise, like, I feel so much faster, so much lighter being on a bike that's probably about 5 pounds lighter than what I'm usually on. Definitely makes a difference when you're trying to jump over things, power up the hills here at this trail. So I definitely feel the efficiency gains that you get on the Spur. So yeah, I aired up the fork a little bit more than kind of what they recommend or what they spec as a guideline, but the Lewis brakes are awesome as always. The Fox float is perfectly fine. Yeah, no issues really with the drivetrain. I've used this drivetrain before, so it's not like new to me, but I'm kind of new on these kind of recons in the back and the dissector up front. So far I'm liking it. They feel fast, but still I'm not washing out. The trails are a little bit tacky right now, so when it gets a little bit sandier, we'll see how it does. But we'll see how it goes. But man, I am excited to take this all around Houston and wherever else I decide to go with it. But yeah, good job Transition on the Spur. There'll be some other videos with the Spur, and we review lots of other bikes on this channel. So if you aren't a subscriber, please subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this from Biking Roots. If you liked it, hit the like button, helps out the whole whatever algorithm thing. If you have any comments, or if you have a Spur and you want to share your thoughts, post them below. Hope you guys are doing well. We'll see you guys out there, and take care. We'll see you on the next video. Bye. Oh, it's muddy. Oh, woohoo! Oh shoot! Oh gosh! Wrong gear.
Yeah, I'm glad they fixed that.
Well, now my tires are peanut butter.